Hi guys, and welcome to BrainSync 5. In today's video I am going to show you how to answer geometric progression in Mathematics Paper 2. I'll share the question paper I'm answering this from in the comment section. If you do not find it there, please write something there so that I may provide it. So let's try to first begin by reading the question, and always begin by reading the question in an exam. Sorry about that. Let's begin. In a geometric progression, the second term is 21 and the fourth term is 199. Calculate the first term and the common ratio. The sixth term, sum of the first 5 terms of a geometric progression. So, before you start answering things, me personally, I start by correcting the data. The data is the information that we are given up. So, take for instance, so many question about the second term nishinga 21, fourth term nishinga 198. So these are information that we already have, and the things that we are looking for is the first term and the common ratio. So let's try to look for the first term and the common ratio. Of course, I have already solved for that here. I have already solved for that here. What is next is just to explain these things for you guys. So the formula for finding the GP geometric progression, it is Tn equals to AR n minus 1. The n represents the number of terms, the A represents the first term, and the R represents the common ratio. In this case, we are looking for the first term and the common ratio. We are already given the second term to be 21 and the fourth term to be 189. So how do we find the first term and common ratio? First of all, we need to substitute. If we say the second term is 21, meaning ISO Tn, the nth term here, we need to replace it with 21 because that is the second term. We've already found it, and the number of term is n, right? So if the number of term here is 2, we are going to place a 2 here and then subtract it by 1. So it is 2 minus 1, which will give you a 1. That is why there is no number here. 21 equals to AR. That is where I got that from, if there are people confused about that. I also did the same thing here. We said the fourth term is 189, right? The number of term is what? It is 4. So 4 minus 1, it is 3. So just like that. If you look at this closely, I've placed saying equation 1 and equation 2. This somehow looks like a simultaneous equation. You can use 2 different methods in terms of answering this. Me personally, I used elimination method, where you just have to eliminate. We say kuingishamo 21 mwingishamo, so 21 muli 21 nishinga ni 19. 21 muli 89. Hold on, I have a calculator. I can calculate that for you so that at least mule munane chitikani. So if we say 189 divided by 21, it will give you what? 9, right? So the answer there, it is 9. That is where I got this 9 from. And then tuambo cancelling a fiafumako r na r to the power 3 to cancelling amala shara tunga to fnyamo r imom. So it will be 9 equals to r to the power 2. So remember, this we are looking for the common ratio, not the common ratio squared. So we need to introduce the square roots in order to remove this square. A upper square root. If we introduce that in both sides, so to cancelling. So what is the square root of 9? And me personally, I like to be showing you guys what I'm doing. So it is at a party. What is the square root of 9? Anyway, it is 3, just like so. So now that you've found the common ratio, which is 3, the next step now, it is to find the first term. So you can pick any of these equations. Personally, I picked 21 equals AR because that would be easier. So 21 equals to AR. So upper R, replace it with 3 since you've already found the common ratio. So it is A times 3. It is 3A. Divide both sides by 3 because we want to make A the subject of the formula. So 3 into 21, it is 7. And that is how, guys, I found the first term and the common ratio. If you have any question about this, write something in the comment section and I will respond to my best level. I will share this in the comment section later on. So now that we've found the first term and common ratio, the next question was what? Find the sixth term. Hold on, let me remove that. Let's try to find the sixth term. We all know that this is the formula Tn equals to ARn minus 1. We are looking for the sixth term, so the number of terms it is 6. 6 here. That is where I press the 6. First term it is what? 7. Common ratio it is what? 3. If you don't know where I found that, reverse the video. So now we are going to first start with the powers here. 6 6 minus 1, it is 5. So what is 3 to the power 5? We can use the calculator. I want to be showing you step by step on how I am answering this so that you do not get lost. So 3 to the power 5, so it's the same as saying 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, this is the wrong process. Times, yeah. Anyway, I've already answered this. Once you get the answer, you multiply it with this 7 and then to give you 1701. Just like that. That's the sixth term. You have any question about that? You can ask. So the next one, it is answering for sum. So how do you answer for sum? So you are given Sn. The formula for sum, first of all, you need to, there are two types of formulas where when common ratio is greater than 1 and when common ratio is less than 1. So common ratio is greater than 1. That is why I use this one. I'll provide that in the later video, but let's focus on this formula. Sn equals to A open bracket R to the power n minus 1 over R minus 1. So guys, the part is just substitution. Where there's R, you press 3, just like that. Where there's A, you press 7, just like that. So once you simplify everything, you end up to 847, just like that. Please guys, follow. I'm trying to grow this channel. If this video is helping you in any way, I would very, very much appreciate a follow just right there and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.